My name is Inez Evans, and I am the president and CEO here at Indigo. We go far beyond that 40-foot bus that you see rolling down the road. We are truly community partners. Shortly, you're going to hear from community leaders, business owners, individuals within our educational systems here in Indianapolis about the importance of transportation and the impact that it has on members of our community.
Transit provides people freedom. It's the freedom to have a good quality of life at an affordable price. It means someone only having to have perhaps one car. It gets people to the grocery store. And for us specifically on the far west side, it means sidewalks, it means safety. So it's the freedom to be able to enjoy life, to have a productive life and be a productive citizen in this city.
One of the most exciting things about the Purple Line is the fact that as a community, we are able to bring our residents to the table. For the longest time here within the corridor, there have been times of disinvestment, but now with this project in the Purple Line, it's for once our way to exhibit together that everybody feels heard.
Within the MSD of Wayne Township, we have about 80% of our children who are free or reduced lunch, who are living in poverty. That also comes with significant challenges for transportation. And our children, our parents, and many of our employees, quite frankly, rely upon transit to help them to get to and from school, to and from the grocery store, to the doctor's office, to really any place that they need to go because they lack a reliable vehicle.
And what I've learned is that as mass transit comes into your community, economic development follows on either side, about 1.5 miles either way, on either side of which you have some pretty strong economic development. If you've been here, you've seen the amount of growth happening here in downtown Lawrence. That mass transit will become increasingly important to our city's continued growth.
We want to make sure that they have the access, but also the low-cost, reliable transportation, and of course, safe, decent, and affordable housing. I'll focus a little bit on that reliable transportation. We're asking people to rely on this transportation for jobs and for important appointments, and so therefore, the frequency that we're talking about, particularly with the bus rapid transit, is critical to the success of the family being able to rely on the transit and not also have to continue to be auto-dependent.
We are so grateful for the Bus Pass program and that is facilitated through the Indianapolis Public Transportation Foundation. Without it, HVAF would spend over $70,000 a year to equip our veterans with the bus passes they need to travel throughout our city. We are able and thankfully able to redirect that funding to support direct service work, housing, food, employment services to veterans who need it most.
What excites me most about the Purple Line is a great opportunity to connect our Lawrence campus to our Fall Creek campus. The Purple Line will also help with connecting students to IU Health, particularly those students who are participating in clinicals and might need transportation to get to those clinical experiences.
In the MSD of Wayne Township, we have an adult education program that serves thousands of adults who are trying to improve their quality of life. One of the barriers for many of those individuals is transportation to and from our adult education center, just 2 blocks away from where one of the Blue Line's rapid transit stations will be. We have improved and increased the number of certification programs for those adult learners, and upon completion, they are able to have a greater quality of life, be more productive citizens, and to give back to the west side of Indianapolis.
We've got to provide people options in addition to the car to get to work, to get to recreation, to get to healthcare. It's so incredibly important. There are conversations happening of business talking to neighbors about different types of development. Maybe it's mixed use, maybe it's mixed income development. I'm telling you, these conversations were not happening 10 years ago, and that's been in benefit of the transit investments that have been made.
You have a wonderful airport that has enough capacity. You get around the world within one bound, but you can't get to the airport. There's no connectivity. And we have to make sure that our world-class airport and our world-class city has the ability to connect to each other and connect in a world-class way.
To be able to be on a bus rapid transit line that could take you to or through downtown, to the airport, to Irvington, up to Broad Ripple in a way that is all connected, we think is important because we think the type of development that we're looking to do at Elevator Hill is a future-oriented type of development. And so bus rapid transit and transit in general and the ability to connect people is critically important.
The Cook Project, we call it, is a facility located right on the Purple Line, on 38th and near Arlington, and we're excited that we're going to be able to employ 100 people from that neighborhood in that facility, and we know that they're going to rely on public transit to get to those jobs. So to have a bus stop right there and have that type of access is huge.
Cook Medical is very excited about being in the community. Being 2 blocks away from a Purple Line stop meant that individuals from the neighborhood could think of us as being a viable employer.
People just a few miles from their job would take hours to get back and forth to work. And once the fully functioning system's in place, we know that that time will be cut in half or even a third of what it was before.
So as you can tell, frequent, reliable, and consistent transportation is necessary. We want to get you to where you need to go. We're about moving this city forward.